Hello everyone, welcome to my classroom. I'm Neetu Ann Thomas, working at SNIT Adur. Today I've come here for taking class on interview skills. What are the different types of interviews and the different interview skills? And this is a topic for the fourth module in professional communication, which is being taught for first year KTU BTech students. So we can start off with the types of interviews. When you talk about the different types of interviews, there are different types of interviews as well as interview methods and techniques. When you say a job, every job is different, and so is the interview skills or the interview methods or the techniques we have to prepare with. We have to remember that in a professional interviewing, we have to go through a lot of interview stages. So as a general rule, you can say interview will become more and more detailed. So the one thing you have to remember is that we have to be well prepared for every interview. So when you talk about the types of interview, the first one is screening interview. So screening interviews are generally conducted when an employer has a large applicant pool which they want to narrow down to a more manageable number. The purpose is to clear out the applicants who are obviously not a fit. So screening interviews are mostly done when there are a large number of people who have applied for the post, and you remove a lot number of people in order to go for the further interview steps. So that is the first type of interviews, screening interview. Second one is telephone interview. So telephone interviews are hugely valuable because they speed up the interview process and minimize time wastage. So most screening interviews are done by phone interviewers, and they'll be used for reasons like geographical obstacles, or the applicant will be living in another city or state. A face-to-face interview will take up a lot of time as well as your candidate's time. So you have a quick chat to clear out whether they're suitable before meeting up will benefit both the interviewer and the interviewee. A CV only tells a part of the story. So hearing the candidate's tone of voice and assessing their direct answers will provide a much more detailed insight into their personality. So usually a telephonic interview will take about 30 minutes, giving you a chance to warm up for 5 minutes, check out on other topics for 20 minutes, and warm down for another 5 minutes. Of course, if a candidate manages to keep up on the phone for longer than 30 minutes, will engage in conversation is a very good sign, because that implies that the interviewer is really interested in the conversation. So the advantages that you can go for a telephonic interview is that it's quicker than a face-to-face interview. It's quicker, cheaper, less effort. You can remove weaker candidates easily. Can reach long-distance candidates. These are the advantages. So when you talk about the disadvantages, the call can be interrupted due to many reasons. like bad signal or any background noise. The call can be interrupted. You can't read a candidate's body language. That's another disadvantage. Once you cannot see the person, you cannot analyze his body language. Then you might have to schedule it outside of working hours. It cannot be done during working hours. So these are the disadvantages you can see for telephonic interviews. The third type of interview is video interviews. So video interviews like Skype or Google Hangouts or FaceTime are a great alternative to telephonic interviews. The fact that you can actually see each other adds a certain level of importance and professionalism to the call and removes the temptation of either party to multitask or lose focus. Of course, you can still face similar situations to those that plague the telephonic interview. Background distractions could still occur. Other calls could come, though bad signals could distort the conversation, and as you can see both each other. There's no hiding from them, so you're seeing each other, and then doing the interview will give more focus and more concentration. So the main advantage of a video interview is that it's quicker than face-to-face interview. It's cheaper. It is having less effort. Same, you can reach a long distance candidate. And you'll be also able to say if they are focused or not. You can assess the person. So these are the different advantages of a video interview. When I talk about the disadvantage, as I have already said, there can be interruptions during a video call. Like bad signal or background noise. Here also you'll be able to schedule it only outside the working hours. And the third thing is you'll have to, it will not be difficult for you to read the candidate's face. You'll be able to see the candidate, so you'll be able to know what the candidate gestures and expressions are, even though it's difficult to read the body language. Also, you have to look professional and focused here. You cannot simply wear anything as you like and sit for the interview, but you have to look professional. So these can be the disadvantages of the video interviews.